And right now it's time, as we always do, to talk to some of our great affiliate play-by-play voices, sports directors, and show hosts. And one of them out of Your Sports Show, and he is out of Sioux City at KMNS AM 620. Curtis Anderson, Mr. Hockey Puck, joins us this morning. How are you, my friend?
Oh, my goodness.
A little hockey puck, a little basketball. You know how it works, right?
You bet. It's great to catch up with you. Great to hear your voice again. You are a tough man to get a hold of.
Sometimes that bus gets in the way every once in a while. It's been a busy so far start of the winter season.
Yeah, it's been awesome. And let's get started. Of course, you cover the Sioux City area, and of course, Bishop Peelan of Sioux City won the boys' state title last year. Some issues came up. A couple players, one injured, one not making it back on the team out of the school, and boy, they're still playing very good. What a great job up there by the Crusaders.
Yeah, you know what? Tom Betts, their head coach, just does a terrific job year in and year out. Shane Graves, the only returner from last year's title team. They were expecting to have 3 starting returners, but just Shane with injuries, and you said just a couple other issues. But other guys just seem to pitch in. And Graves, who's averaging, he's got to be around 20 points, and he's sitting around 5 or 6 assists a game, is just doing the job. And but guys that you didn't see on the court last year, well, a little bit. Paul Jacobson, of course. Yep. He was their leader on the football field, and he pitches in and plays a little basketball. Kyle Heaton, Cameron Farrell. I mean, these are just kind of blue-collar guys that come in. They're not the same, well, I mean, they like to run, I should say, but they're not as athletic. But they're putting the big boys in front. Bryce Sweeney, who starts on their offensive line, just camps out underneath the basket and shoves anyone around. Their only losses to the East High Black Raiders on Tuesday, and East, a pretty good team.
Yeah, Curtis, and of course, I was going to mention the other team. You talked about 3A with Bishop Peelan of Sioux City, but you go up to 4A, and Sioux City East ranked number 3 on the Iowa Sports Connection Class 4A boys poll. But they had a big matchup last Saturday against South Sioux, Nebraska. A pair of Iowa recruits that were kind of going at each other. Talk about that, Curtis.
Oh, you know what? That atmosphere was just something amazing. It was over in South Sioux City, and they shut the door, locked the door at 6 o'clock for the 7:30 boys game. There was 100 people waiting to try to get in, but you know, that darn fire marshal gets in the way sometimes. But it was electric, and you had Adam Woodbury for the East High Black Raiders, the 7-1 center, who did a terrific job. But guy that people in Iowa will really like to see, and it was a heck of a recruit to sign, was Mike Gazelle. This kid is something special. His first move is just amazing. He just makes his team, you know, he averages 20, I know last year, I haven't looked at his stats this year. Last year, averaged 25 points, averaged 10 assists. I mean, this guy is something special. And boy, the place was completely packed. It was right around 2,000 fans cheering that thing on. And I think Iowa's going to be really happy to get Adam Woodbury and then Mike Gazelle, because those two guys just can play some basketball, and you just don't get that atmosphere, especially early on. You might see it maybe at state or, you know, a sub-state, but wow, was that something special.
We're talking to Curtis Anderson, the play-by-play voice of Sioux City Area Sports and the host of Your Sports Show on affiliate KMNS AM 620 in Sioux City. And, of course, be reminiscent in that area. You know, Western Christian of Hull gets a benefit. Sioux City East lost a player that ended up transferring back over there, and pretty good size to throw in a very traditional basketball program.
You know, it is funny, and Dean Thawk is a terrific player. And, of course, he couldn't go to public school just because of his visa requirements. You can go to public school. I don't know all the rules in every state, but at least in Iowa, you can go there for 1 year, and then you have to be at a private school. He wants to go to college, and he's going to go to college in the United States. It's Dean Thawk, and this guy, if he kind of slowly jumps, I think he can put his elbows on the rim, and he's going to be a big ad for Old Western Christian. Right now, he's got they got to wait until the end. You know, he has to wait that so many days to be out on the floor, but he's going to add the whole Western Christian. That, by the way, is 4-1. I was shocked they lost a game, but it was very nice. Lamar's Bulldog team in Class 3A up here.
Yeah, it's been a great start there. Let's move over to the girls' side. Bishop Peelan, they're pretty good, but did you expect them to be this good? They really off to a fast start.
Yeah, I didn't think they would score that many points. Darren Koolstra is doing a terrific job. You know, he had a pretty inexperienced team last year, and now this year, holy smokes, they only scored 79 last night, which is one of their low scoring in the 80s to 90s every game. And well, a player that people might know from the volleyball court, Natalie Vondrak, who's going to go to Iowa State to play volleyball next year. She only had 20 last. I mean, she obviously could jump a little bit, but it's Michaela Augustine's the leader on that team. She was the leader last year, and they're off to a perfect 5-0 start. I was expecting them to be good, but I think they got some confidence, and boy, you better score a lot of points to be able to beat them.
Yeah, no question. You know, obviously that's a lot of talent. But Curtis, what are some of the other teams up there on the girls' side that you keep an eye up there on the Sioux City area?
Well, you can't. I mean, and I know it's a little out of our area, but Odebolt, Arthur, Battle Creek, Ida Grove has had some terrific games. They're still on that 30-some game winning streak, and last night 78-71 over East Sac County. They just beat IKM, and if you remember, they snuck by IKM last year, and that's a terrific team. MOC Floyd Valley, be on the lookout for them, both boys and girls. I think they're combined 13-0 on the season. MOC Alexis Conaway is one of the leaders. And then in girls as well, the Hinton Blackhawks are a perfect 7-0, and they are looking for a lot of people to play as well. So there's a few really poking out early teams that that might find their way down towards you guys.
And of course, Curtis, your number one sport is hockey. Tell the folks who you cover up there.
Oh, it is the Sioux City Musketeers, and they are. Right now, they just went up to 4th place. Of course, a lot of people down in the Des Moines area know all about the Buccaneers down there. I was just down in your neck of the woods a couple of weeks ago. It seems like I've been on a bus for the last 2 months because, they travel out to Indy and Chicago. But Iowa has some really good hockey with Sioux City. You can go down to the Des Moines Buccaneers, Cedar Rapids Rough Riders, the Waterloo Blackhawks are a terrific team, and don't forget Dubuque. So, Iowa is, wrestling, football? No, they got a little hockey, too.
Well, Curtis, it's absolutely wonderful to catch up with you. We wish you the best of the holiday season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we definitely will talk to you a few more times during the winter sports season once the calendar turns to January and February, my friend.
Oh, exactly. Hey, be on the lookout, though. CNOS Classic up here. We'll have to talk about it because Marion Lindmar is going to be up here with Marcus Page, and he's going to battle Mike Gazelle of South Sioux City coming up on January 6th. Just be on the lookout for a terrific matchup there.
That's no doubt. We'll post that on our website as well. I did get some information on that one, so always a good tournament. I always head over to the Cedar Rapids area for the tournament the girls put up there, and usually some very good competition there as well. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun to get away and get to some of these tournaments where you can see a whole bunch of teams in one day instead of have one game, a girl-boy doubleheader maybe, or just one game of sophomore varsity. You get to see like 6, 8, 10 games in one day. That's an awesome experience.
Oh, it gets you ready for down in Des Moines, I'll tell you that much. And it's that fun time of the season, though. And I know a lot of teams will take a break right now for the holidays, but wish everyone a Merry Christmas as well. But, boy, come January, it's go time.
And we'll have go time with you, Curtis Anderson. We'll talk to you again once the calendar turns, my friend.
All right, take care, guys.
All right,
Thanks,
Curtis
Curtis
Anderson with KMNS AM 620 in Sioux City.